Well, Coach, just feels like it's been a while. Um, how's the team handled this time off and just prepping now for a game?
It really has been awesome. Truthfully, our guys have been able to, keep their focus and we've done some different things since even our Grand Valley game in regards to, installations and preparation and so it's been great. I felt like last year, at least for me, I don't know about the rest of the guys, but last year, it went from 11 straight games in the regular season to then 5 straight games in the playoffs, and I think this little intermission is going to help us. Our energy level's been great, and I feel like we got fresh legs, which is really important this time of year.
I'm only looking at numbers. I haven't watched any film or anything like that. So respectfully, when you look at Central Missouri, it looks like they give up some points. I mean, can you just break them down as an opponent and what you'll have to do to get a win?
Well, they're an explosive offense, so one of the top in the nation. I think statistically, the number one, total yards offense of the nation. So when you're that way, sometimes we've been on that end where we score a lot of points and then we give up a lot of points because you're playing. You're playing sometimes your second and third string guys. So some of their points were given up because they just got such an explosive offense and they got big leads and stuff. But we got to do our fair share on all sides of the ball. It's probably the most balanced team we've had in regards to, we don't lean on one unit. All 3 units have been really respectable this year. And, God knows what the weather's going to be like. So, if you watched the Western Michigan game last night, you saw, some miscues and ball securities and things of that sort, particularly special teams. So you worry about all that. So we got to be sound in all those factors.
And then I know you've answered this question ad nauseum this year, but how have you seen Travis grow this year? I mean, I know you knew what you had coming in, but how has he gotten better and made himself a better player?
Well, he's very, very intellectual. So all the schemes we throw at him, like he can do a lot more than really any quarterback we've ever had. I put Jason in there as a very smart guy too, but Travis is kind of at an extraordinarily high level with intellect. So we can throw a lot of things at him, a lot of different reads that we probably wouldn't really have some of our other guys do. He does, and so it's like having a coach on the field today. He spent more time coaching Evan than I did. So, it's great to have a leader like that and a person that cares about the program at that level and can just bring it every day with not only a great skill set but with a great intellect to help us move the ball offensively.
And then one last one, just how excited are you for your guys to get this opportunity? I know as a coach, you work hard every year for these kinds of moments and for your guys to be able to stare down this journey now and do it again. How excited are you as a coach?
It's pretty incredible. I'm always proud. It's just been, it's been so amazing. Go 15-1 last year, now 10-0 this year. I'm not good in math, but I think that's 25-1 the last 2 years. And so, but you have that dream, and when you lay down at night, you kind of catch yourself thinking about, the feeling you had when you were in Texas last year, and so I catch myself with that feeling sometimes. I'm like, boy, we got a long road ahead of us, but that's what you want. You want to see your guys, flourish, and like when I announced a couple weeks ago that Austin Edwards was the player of the year in the league, it was amazing how much our kids celebrated his success. And so I celebrate the player's success. I feel the same thing that I think the guys felt about Austin, and it's great. It's just a great feeling of love and togetherness when you celebrate the success of others, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, we're talking about Thanksgiving, and I just got a lot to be thankful of, not only with my family being tolerant of all the work that we do here, but just a great group of young men that I just get a chance to spend time with. So I get paid for that. So it's unbelievable.
Coach said, I mean, you heard him when he sometimes catches himself thinking about the run last year. How do you balance that, using those memories, those experiences, but also obviously approaching it that it is a new team?
there's equal amounts of leaning on that experience, but also the maturity and the understanding to know, what we did last year doesn't matter at all, especially to us, seniors, where we're not going to be remembered for what we've done. We're going to be remembered what we do for this year. So our mission that we're trying to pass on to the whole team is just, get down to business, get to work, and we're going to take this one game at a time until we run out of opponents. So when we do that, I think we'll be in a good place.
And then you've handled this question a lot this year. Everybody asking when J. Rue's going to be back and all that. And now that we know he's not going to be. How does that affect your mindset, or does it?
Yeah, to be honest with you, it doesn't change a thing for me. I just have always tried to prepare as if the team needed me, because that's ultimately what it comes down to. Whether you know ahead of time or whether it happens in the blink of an eye, you got to be there when the team needs to count on you. And that's really the reason I love playing with these guys, is because there's nothing more than knowing, it's not going to work unless the guys got your back. I have theirs just the way that they have mine. So, we're really looking forward to this opportunity.
Does the feeling inside change when the playoffs begin here? I mean, the prep, the competitive nature in you, does that the adrenaline boost a little bit?
I would say yes. You get a little more nervous. You prepare a little harder. I think not just because you lack experience or preparation, but more because there's a lot more on the line. You could walk off the field and that could be the last game you ever play with this team, this group. So that thought in the back of your head kind of sits there and serves as motivation to kind of let out a different beast, as we like to say, for the playoffs.